Welcome. You know what? I was gonna do the gonna find the sound effect with the Arsenio Hall hoo hoo hoo, but
Dog pound.
decided against it. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Exotica TV and a premiere at that.
A
world premiere.
Means the first time.
First time.
Like virgin.
First time we have ever done an episode like this. A lot of time and thought and effort has gone into this, at least like 25, 35 minutes.
Or less.
Or less, depending on if you ask Ted, our designer, who put everything together. Today we are doing a little episode, and as I'm watching our victim's face over here in the corner, called Inhumane Resources.
Inhuman, not inhumane. Inhuman.
Inhumane?
No, inhuman. Humane would have an E on it. You're going to get fired for not being able to spell.
Listen, Dan, I'm good cop. You're bad cop, okay? Get this straight.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Inhuman Resources.
Wait, Jay, we should be official and corporate for this.
Hold on just a second. She's already heard all of the spiel about how Exotica TV works, and here she is laughing in the background. Do you hear this? We haven't even brought you on yet.
You know what?
One strike against her. So, there you go. Strike one. This is basically our opportunity to showcase all the different folks that make the Exotica world go round. From inside the bubble, right, Dan? So this basically is our interview of sorts. With
it's a performance review.
A performance review. I like that. Yep. So, Dan, one thing I want to do before we bring in our first employee, we gotta step it up on the business.
Technically, she's an independent contractor.
That's
Let's
true.
get that away for legal.
But I want to get my business attire on.
Yes,
Hold on. Just
I gotta get more corporate too.
Okay. All right. I feel better now.
Wait. Hold on.
What are you guys up
tapes? You're not even out here yet.
Okay, I got my tie.
You're
on.
like the Johnny Cash of office work. I'm impressed.
I know.
All right.
I couldn't find my tuxedo shirt.
Dan, your job is to do the intro. So why don't you do it? We've already heard from her in the background. So.
All right. Well, this person is an independent contractor.
You hear that? All taxation departments.
Yes, taxation, labor, and all that shit. She doesn't look very happy right now, though. we like our independent contractors to be happy. We're just going to call them employees, but
we're definitely not going to call them employees. That's the last thing we're calling them.
We figured she was the best one to do this, so she is our event coordinator.
No, floor ops manager.
Oh, what, we gave her a different title? This is the only company, by the way, where you get whatever title you just decide to put down one day.
Exactly. Whatever you print on your business
she's
card.
also been known as our Hottie Wrangler, our cat herder, the one who holds our hair if we had any while we puke, if we puked. Wingman.
Best wingman ever.
Jay. Not so much for me because let's just bring her in. Ready, ladies and gentlemen, Brittany! Hi, Brittany.
You guys, have you not tortured me enough?
This is not how that works. This works. We ask the questions, you see?
Go ahead and have a seat over there. Go ahead and have a seat over there.
Have a seat.
Yep.
Have a seat. Actually, get up. Walk in.
Okay.
Walk into our office.
Go ahead and have a seat.
No, you got to knock first. Come in.
Who is it? Oh, hey, Brittany. Go ahead and have a seat over there.
Oh, what are you guys doing here? I was just working out.
Well, Miss Self, we wanted to have a little talk with you today about your role here in the company. Maybe look over some of your track record, and possibly talk about your future with this business.
Actually, tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself, Brittany.
I am horrible at this. I love you guys. First of all, let me just say how much.
No sucking up.
I love you guys so much right
doesn't
now.
help.
Karma's a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll print thousands of shirts.
Hey, see this? I can call a tree.
Well, we could just conference him in right now.
I will die. I'm dying right now. I can't.
Actually, we did have your parents to a show, but anyway, continue.
That was great. I don't know what
Tell us
nobody
about yourself.
cares. I'm
Who is your
I'm
daddy and what does he do?
ooh, which one? Jesus. Oh my God.
See,
Okay.
He's not
From
going to help you in this.
Chicago, I'm a little panicked cuz you guys know I have a horrible track record of being interviewed. This is not going to go well.
but you've really stepped it up as of
You're not
late.
so. Yeah, you're not so much as you're better now at interviewing. So let's get that straight.
It was the
So,
interview
okay, so your,
that was really.
so your name is Brittany. You're from Chicago. What do you do?
Outside of Exotica, I run a entertainment company that like manages and books talent throughout the city for different events. And for Exotica, I feel like I'm a punching bag, and whatever you guys, are like, hey, do this today. You guys are like my crutch. I can't say no.
The punching bag thing was the sweetest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I feel it right here.
Hard hand.
So Brittany, how did you first hear about Exotica? How did you hear about this position?
I heard about it in, I think it was 2008 or 2009. I was a baby then, and I got hired as a hottie.
Well, it's funny you say
so
that
red.
because I happen to have a photo of it right here. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me just pop that up. Oh, there you go. It's right over my face. It's the face down, ass up photo on the bed.
That was also on our staff badges, I believe, when we invited your parents to the show.
Yeah, that was a good surprise.
Which, by the way, you should thank me, Miss Brittany, because Jay wanted to give a badge to your parents, and I talked him out of it.
I don't think my dad would want an image of me.
I'd like to say that Tree was actually the one that backed up the inappropriateness of me giving.
Well, I put it out to him, and I said, "Correct me, am I right or wrong?" Anyway,
so Brittany, continue with your initial hottie position at Exotica.
Oh God. Yeah, I would shake my ass and tits for thousands of people and thousands of dollars, rolling around on beds, dancing on poles. I can't, there's some things I can't say. I'm just kidding. We're all above board.
As an employer, I appreciate that.
But yeah, I don't know. I kind of, those hottie days are like a giant blur.
Was that the drugs?
For me. Definitely the drugs and the alcohol and just the nonstop pounding that you guys gave me. Yeah. Not well. No.
Dan's the bad cop. Remember this.
Remember.
Sure.
So that was back 2009, 10. You said.
Yeah. I think so.
What was your official or your first kind of reaction to your first Exotica experience?
Oh God. It was actually very overwhelming. And I think just like everyone else, my initial thought was that it was going to be, everyone was just going to be naked and fucking everywhere and
that's
just madness. And that was just in the staff office. That was nowhere else.
Thank you.
I was going to say something else, Jay. It involves tequila and a certain somebody.
My mom. How do I know that as soon as it's tequila and a certain somebody that we're all talking about my mom? But I digress. So
do you remember in Denver when she danced on the table with the male hottie I hired?
That was Chicago.
It might have been both.
It was Chicago.
This is
Grace was on the same table.
This is not my interview.
In the green jeans.
Don't try.
This is about you, Brittany.
Don't try and turn this on me. You know what, Dan? Strike two. Okay.
Brittany, what would you say? So, why did you want this job? And do you still want this job?
I asked myself that question every month. Why? After many years of working with you guys, I like the overall message, and I like that we basically offer this large show where people can come and kind of freely express themselves and their sexuality. And there's not much else like that that doesn't have some sort of exploitation or like, you know, I don't know, negative connotation that comes with it.
And before you actually started with Exotica, you were also, I mean, you're a professional dancer. You trained in dance your whole life. What,
yeah.
Give us some pre-Exotica Brittany stories.
Some ballet.
I studied ballet up until like I was about 21 or 22, and then I had some injuries, so I had to kind of not give it up, but yeah. Thanks, Dan. You're on my good side now.
Dan, you're supposed to be bad cop.
Give me time. Give me time.
Yeah, I moved to Chicago from the West Coast to study dance, and I don't know, instantly felt, I mean, even from a kid, it was like dance was one of those things that like literally saved my life. I think without it, I would be somewhere else doing something else miserable. I'd be miserable and just hating life. And I still dance. I still dance like to this day. I still do it.
At that fancy ballet school, did they have poles there?
Yes, except they
were horizontal and not vertical. So what was the transition like from a horizontal pole to a vertical pole?
It was, you know, surprisingly very comfortable. Yeah, felt very natural. I feel like I could have had a career as a stripper or a pole dancer and missed my opportunity.
What do you feel is your...
We know people.
What is your greatest strength, Brittany?
Oh my God.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you like to be managed? What's wrong with Dan?
Loyalty, part owner of Exotica, and Dan is lovable. Too lovable.
See that? Look, Dan, she's just sucking up to you. She knows the way to your heart.
You suck, Jay, at this. What do you think are your weaknesses, Brittany?
Oh God.
Loyalty.
Strippers and tequila and loyalty.
I would say that's one of your most positive aspects. On top of, like, as Dan said in the introduction, there is nobody in the world that I would rather be at a club with than Brittany. She is the hostess with the mostess. And she also usually has like a harem following her. So it's usually a good place to be.
Look at his big stupid face there. Okay, you back?
Yeah, I guess I'm back. It was
You froze.
What were you saying about my big stupid face, Dan? We're going to put you up on the big screen, and we're going to go to the Inhuman Resources with Dan Davis.
We should grill you. Yeah,
that was Brittany. Do you know our head of human resources was a dog named Buddy?
Yep, he's dead.
No, I didn't know that. Where can I get Buddy's email? I have some complaints.
No,
we could dig him up from Jay's backyard.
He died, and we never replaced him. As you can tell by the hires that we've had since then, it's been pretty hit or miss.
Brittany, what do you think is your best professional achievement to date?
I have no fucking idea. Oh my God. I don't know. I think it's this.
Did he just freeze again?
She's shooting.
EXXXOTICAtv.
I'm not freezing.
Jakey's freezing. You're freezing.
I am 100% here.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure.
Okay.
So, the biggest challenge that you faced with Exotica to this point, what was it, and how did you deal with it? How did you solve that conflict?
It's probably dealing with you guys on a day-to-day basis. Okay. And meeting, the demand. And I handle it by heavily drinking tequila and having lots of strippers by the end of the night.
So if we gave you a drug test right now, would you fail or pass?
Oh, I would definitely fail.
So you haven't taken drugs?
We're going to need you to pee in this cup.
Not this cup.
It's actually one of my favorite interview questions.
In my state, it's legal, so I can have all the edibles and smoke all the weed I want.
Nope, not unless it's medical. See, for example, I have a medical card. I need it.
And for example, I don't do that kind of stuff. So,
Right. Exactly.
yeah.
So
Right.
this could be a problem. What do you like most about your job, and what don't you like about the job?
Oh, what do I like the most about it?
See how she
Power.
already knows what she doesn't like? She's trying to think about what she does like, and she's already got the not like in her back pocket.
The lists don't compare. There's like one long. I
Wait,
love
which one's
everything
which?
about my job. Guess. You got to guess.
If I had to guess, I think the things that you like most about your job is the longer list.
Oh.
I'd actually agree.
I do. I love my job. I wouldn't be doing it, if I didn't I don't care about you guys and the show.
What do you find?
Oh my God, the sappy bullshit, Jay. I'm getting I'm getting
Seriously.
sick here.
It's
I'm gonna go into diabetic shock.
2.5 strikes. What would you say on a day-to-day, like when we're actually running the Exotica Expo over the weekend that we're doing it? What would you say the biggest hurdle is, the hardest thing to deal with each day?
Other than the fire marshals, time.
There's never
So
enough
would you-
time to do all the nothing you want.
There's never enough time.
So would you like us to add a couple more hours to the day for you?
Oh shit! I really put my foot in my mouth for that one, huh?
We could make it
Yeah,
happen.
I mean,
That was the next question. Can you put your foot in your mouth?
I can, but I won't do it on camera. Only Tree gets to see that part of me.
How do you like to be managed, Brittany?
Oh, with an iron fist.
You have a big fist. man.
giant-
Look at the size of that thing.
Well, that's what I hold it
Oh,
right
he's
next to
got
the
claw
camera.
hands.
So, was there a gap between you being an Exotica Hottie and then becoming the Exotica Hottie Wrangler? Or was it like one show you were a Hottie and then the next show you were the Wrangler? I don't even remember. Brittany just kind of feels like she's always been here. So
I think she killed a bitch and took her job.
That's exactly what I did. I won't tell you where the body is.
I think she lives in Philly.
Or Miami.
I was gonna give her a shout out, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. Oh God, what was the question? Can
I don't
you
remember.
repeat that question? In a
So
form
How do you
of a
like
question?
to be managed?
Tightly.
lots of direction, big fist.
Lots of direction, big
Iron
fist, very
not big
tight.
fist, iron fist.
Whatever, same thing.
You're a girl boss.
You guys
so-
you guys don't really manage me. You guys kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I'm the one that every time I ask you guys, like, how am I doing? What's going on? Or whatever, you guys are just like, meh, you're fine. Go get us some strippers. Like, that's it.
You have to understand, like the way we have to like tell a million people what to do constantly with these things, and once we find somebody that like we no longer have to be like, okay, do this, do this, do this. I find myself now having a million conversations with Brittany that go a little along the lines of her coming to me and saying, what do you think about this? I'm like, what do you think? She's like, I like it this way. I'm like, okay, cool. And we just kind of keep moving. Makes life easier.
She's a girl boss. She's very bossy.
She's a girl boss.
You're a boss.
It's my job to be bossy. I got to make sure shit gets done.
And also, the good thing about Brittany is that she'll do shit that we necessarily don't want to do. Like, hey, see that hottie over there? She's not really looking that good. Her pictures were much better. She said she was big bone, but dinosaurs are big bone. Can you please do something about this?
That was awful.
I
have no problem in firing people or letting people go or like giving them bad news. I don't know what it is, but
was
it's
it
just never
hard when you
been an
first started and it got easier, or was it just a gift from birth?
Do you enjoy it?
Enjoying it makes me sound like I'm
Sadist?
like like I'm a cruel person, but I don't know. It's like the same as giving good news. It's good news or bad news. It doesn't matter. It needs to get delivered and it's going to get done and said one way or another.
So do you find that it's just, important to kind of lay all your cards on the table, like right off the bat? Because it's an uncomfortable position to be in, when like you got to like tell somebody that they smell bad or like, that they.
I've had to do that. Yeah.
How often do you get photos of girls that were taken like 25 years ago?
all the time. And usually now I can spot it. Like when they send them to me,
You have them
I know
hold up a
instantly,
newspaper?
like I'll like Skype interview them or have them send me like an unedited, like go in your bathroom, send me like a photo. I don't care about hair or makeup or what you're wearing. I need a real freaking photo. Cause they show up and it's like, this is not, there's been times where girls have, do you need to get
Yeah,
that?
Dan.
Am I boring you?
Are we?
Nah,
You
it's
need
Kathy. I'm
am
sorry.
I boring?
I didn't mute my phone.
Kathy!
I forgot to
Should
tell her that
answer.
we were doing a job interview.
Performance review.
I'm definitely not gonna get it then.
You're totally gonna get the job. I can tell. What job it is, we're not sure, but you'll get a job.
Is this casting
Casting
couch episode?
When we were trying,
That was actually one of the names we came up with.
yeah, we were trying to figure out a name, and casting couch was on top on the list, and then we thought it might.
Then we realized that at some point we're gonna have Driver on here.
Oh God, can I be there for that one?
So Brittany, you're in a good group of people. We have like you and Driver lined up, and
Ken and Dawn.
and Ken and Dawn. So we're going right for the meat and potatoes of the group.
Unfortunately,
glad
we
you
don't have
started
some
with
people
me.
that no longer work with us, because those could have been fun too.
Oh God, no,
I wish we could.
no, we're not going to do it.
Let's bring them back just for that.
Let's do it. There's
How come
one
you
in
didn't- how come you
particular I
didn't-
think would be great.
How come you didn't fire that person for us?
I did.
Brittany has actually offered to handle some shit for us before when we were too much of wimps to be able to do it. So
Dude, I am not the wimp. I will fire a motherfucker
it's not true.
like that.
Dan-
I so would.
Dan's a softie.
I would fire
Dan,
somebody.
he likes to pick and choose his battles. I'm gonna talk like you're not here, Dan.
Were you scared of me at first?
I was terrified. You always had like this like mean puss face, and
Still
anything
does.
that came out of your mouth sounded
resting bitch
like
face?
you were an angry, like you were angry, yeah,
It's because he is.
I am really angry.
all the time.
Anyways, enough about Dan.
What are your pet peeves? Your real bugaboos.
Oh God. It's probably timing. Like when tardiness. If somebody says they're gonna show up and then they show up like 4 hours late, still expecting to have a job.
What is late?
If you're on time, you're late. If you're 10 minutes before, you're on time.
And
Interesting.
Brittany's always the first person that we're screaming to as we're about to open the doors, because she's the one that's herding in like 15 hotties into the room to make sure that they're all kind of set up and ready to go before the doors open up. And the simple fact that she's been able to get that many girls like done up and out the door and ready to go by the time the doors open, she cuts close sometimes, very close, but she always makes it.
You do.
It's not easy. It's I think you guys should try it one of these shows.
No.
Just one day.
No.
I think you guys should try it.
I've done
I deal with the stars, so that's even worse. Because those are hotties with more money.
I've done every single
They're
job
hotties
at
with fuck you money.
EXXXOTICA except for Hottie Wrangler. That is the one and
Or
only
star
position
wrangling.
I don't want anything to do with. It's backbreaking work. And now you also then you've just really grown with the business, and you know from Hottie to Hottie Wrangler to now floor ops manager as well. You're like kind of a jack of all trades.
And stage, she's pretty much one of our main stage coordinator. Even though somebody else has that title, I think he doesn't really do much.
Poor Jordan.
I'm sure he'll be glad to hear that.
Oh, it's Jordan.
Oh
I
wait,
thought it was
I don't
somebody
know
else.
who it is.
who is
I thought
it?
it was.
I don't even know. At
I
this
thought it was
point, like
somebody else. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
we have so many people on staff as I'm like putting up our staff photo and it's gotten a little bit crazy. You know, when we first started this thing, it was like 3 of us and my mom running the box office. And, you know, now to see that I have the big staff photo up now with everybody showing, and Brittany hiding in the back on one of the stripper poles. Brittany, very hard hitting question for you. How many tennis balls can you fit in a limousine?
247,000.
Wrong. Oh, 1,000. Okay.
No, that's still wrong.
That's way too many.
By the way, did you know that Jay first
Yeah.
got into this business by doing the limo show? He rolled
What
up
is the limo
he
show?
rolled up under the portage chair at the Trump Taj Mahal.
This is true.
I've heard this story 283 times.
Because
As
you've
many-
told it 281.
I can't believe there's a story that I have not heard from you guys.
Yes.
Because you've never been on an initial site visit.
Well, invite me.
No.
You're overstepping.
Let me remind you of how much we got done during the brainstorm.
Yeah, good thing all those
how many
plans
ideas
went
did we
to
come
went
up with
into
that we
action.
didn't do?
100% of them, because we
have no shows.
We haven't been producing shows for the last 3
You know what,
months.
Brittany? Find a fucking cure for coronavirus.
Seriously.
Then we'll fucking talk about that raise.
Yep.
Oh God, I did. You know what? I heard there's a cure, and it's injecting Clorox into your body.
You're absolutely
Did you hear about that?
You're absolutely right.
Can you fire that person?
Oh God, I wish. Number 45's got to go.
Dan, what other interview questions do you have for Brittany? Because I'm pretty
If
close
you
to
were an
making a
animal,
decision.
if you were an animal, which one would you be?
Definitely a cat. Ooh, probably a panther.
A cat or
See,
a panther?
Yeah.
What kind of cat? Are we talking like calico, Siamese, just your general house cat, a feral cat?
Probably just like an all black cat with those like yellow eyes.
I'm allergic to cats.
Yeah, cats are filthy animals. We're
They
moving
shit
on.
in the house and sand.
Yep.
It's not even sand.
Kids are filthy animals.
Oh,
They
listen,
flush the toilet, but they flush the toilet at least.
No, they don't. Not 15 minutes ago in my house. No, they don't do that. They leave it there for you to surprise you and then talk about how big it was. Sometimes they even come to you and ask for the camera phone so that they could take a picture of it. But anyways.
Enough about Grace.
Oh my God, I hope my wife doesn't watch this show. I hope she doesn't watch any of these shows.
Or your mother.
No, she does. And she tells me all the things that I'm doing wrong. So,
your mom? No.
She's not wrong.
You gotta have your mom on here.
Tell her to start texting me. I want some of those feedback. I want some of that
Your
feedback.
mom should be on here. We're gonna have Jay's mom on at some
Second
point.
time
gotta
in
have her
one
on.
interview that my mom has come up onto this. We'll have her on the drinking show on Friday. That should go over.
Because we love
No,
her.
because I enjoy the drinking show. Please don't ruin that.
So, one of the kind of unknown dangers of Brittany's job as a hottie and hottie Wrangler is creepers. Exotica has largely normal people, lots of couples, lots of women, lots of really kind of fun-loving people, and then there's an asshole in every room. So, what is your best, or how do you deal with the creeper aspect of creepers?
If I can't find our head of security, then I just find the creep myself. Well, so there's like a chart or like a scale of like
Flow chart.
What level is that creep? Like, are they a 10? Is it like?
Is it a plateau? Like slow, flatten the curve?
Yeah. Let's say yeah. That's a good way of explaining it.
Okay.
And so then I don't know. I go through like, is this person gonna punch me dead in the face or like jizz all over my face or like, can I go get, security to get him out? Or do I just tell him, hey, stop feeding popcorn to the fucking hotties? Like, let him work.
All right. Well, first tip, the head of security can usually be found by a MILF.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
It could
Multiple
be
MILFs.
It could be Brandy Love. We actually predicted that he hasn't met Rochelle Ryan yet. So that's our big prediction. He's going to love her.
And if you can't find him on the floor, he's at a llifestyle party because he dipped out early.
Yes.
And because he doesn't have his earpiece in, for sure.
But don't tell anybody.
Yep.
that he's at the lifestyle party. Don't tell me not to tell my best pal, buddy. Bros before hoes.
That's right.
Brittany, sell me this pen.
Yeah. Do you like writing? Do you need to write something down?
Not really right now.
Do you need to write down another strike that I'm about to make?
No.
Buy this pen. No.
I'll buy
She's
that
not
pen.
expanding into sales.
Listen, I definitely have no future in sales whatsoever.
We have tried. I tried and I tried. And Brittany, as you can tell by walking into this interview, having no idea what we were about to do, is usually game for just about anything. The sales side.
Except for sales.
Which is crazy because I'm sure you'd be good at it. But
it's pretty easy.
Then again, I thought you'd be good at Vivid Radio at that time too. So...
she's doing better now, though.
No, she's doing dude. She's really,
In my defense, that was another ambush. You guys surprised me out of nowhere and was like, "Here, come, sit down." Now talking to this microphone about horrible things that I can't repeat on a microphone.
Well, the hard part is to know what stories you can tell.
I feel too corporate.
Yeah, me too. Hold on. I'm not Jordan. I'm keeping my shirt on. Trust me, nobody wants to see this. It's damn.
Absolutely not.
You look.
We got to talk to him about that.
Very business casual.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So, is there any questions that you have for us, Brittany?
Can I get a raise and a company car and a private company jet?
Did you just fart? Because I can smell it. I smell like I could taste it. It's like onions.
Fart in your general direction.
That's you, Jan.
She doesn't get it. Jay doesn't even get it. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what he's talking about. It was probably some obscure 1942 reference of something because,
Do you guys have any
from Gone with the Wind
future to surprise me with any more horrendousness about my past?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Brittany, you're pregnant.
No, I just look it. It's the quarantine.
No.
I did also find a picture that our best buddy Chris sent over that I'm now sharing up on the screen. It's Brittany pretending to do work with her cell phone in her ear while Evan Stone kind of poses very lost and Chris looking much skinnier than he ever used to be. Brittany's got a crew, by the way. Like one of the amazing things with her, she's never rolling by herself. She's got like
bitches.
She's got bitches.
Mad
Hoes in
bitches.
different area codes.
Listen, my success depends on having a strong team, and I think I have the best team now that I've had in like the last 8 years.
Yeah.
How long has it been? Yeah.
And it's funny because it's kind of exactly what we do. It's just like, and by bringing you more into the fold, your team has kind of come more into the fold as well. Shout out to Chris and Paul and, the guys that kind of make it all happen.
I love you guys.
Yeah, they're, a group of one of the many that we're kind of missing through this quarantine.
So Chris.
Turn around.
Chris and who
Paul?
else?
Paul.
No, it's not Paul. Let's say Chris and Roxy are dangling from a cliff. Who do you save?
Neither. I don't show favoritism.
Chris and Tree are dangling from a cliff. Who do you save?
Chris.
Really? Tree, for those who don't know,
is my husband. Sorry, okay. I didn't realize you were having...
He's called Tree because he's very, very large.
He's very large,
like
very
this.
Tall. He's like a tree.
He's like a tree.
And he's built like a tree.
Hung like a rhinoceros.
Hung like a tree.
Are you a size queen, Brittany?
Am I what?
I don't know if that's
a size queen.
I don't know if that's an appropriate HR question.
If she was an employee, no. As an independent contractor, it's totally allowed.
Yes, we need to know these things.
And yes, her boobs are real.
Size does matter. Yes, and yes, these are real.
One of the amazing things that Brittany's like a superhero where she'll come walking in like into the staff office 1 minute. She's got like, her floor ops, outfit on, like just like, ready to put in work. And then like 30 seconds later, she walks in, she's got like black tight pants on.
She walks
somehow
in,
instantly
like
makeup's all done.
Grease. Like,
yeah.
It's like Sandy from Greece. Like, hello, stud.
We faintly hear ABBA play in the background.
It's my like pregame, that's to get me amped up music.
And so let's say Chris and Cher are hanging from a cliff. Who do you save?
That's not fair.
She'd
Cher.
Yeah, I knew you're talking to a girl who went to a Cher concert dressed as Cher.
There.
Halloween costume,
Obsessed.
like the whole thing.
So here's some little known fun facts about Brittany. We know she's ballet. She plays the ukulele and allegedly plays the accordion also,
Yes.
which we've yet to see because the accordion is always strategically not somewhere where she is.
It's just not. It's not around here.
Not exactly a
She's
travel instrument.
She's from the Pacific Northwest. We could put it on our truck. If it's for entertainment, it happens.
It's gotta be hot pink though.
Hot pink accordion. Let's see.
That would actually be really.
She's the world's biggest Cher fan.
Mm-hmm.
She likes cats. What else do we
I'm
know
a
about Brittany?
Scorpio. I like long walks on the beach. No, I'm just kidding.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
What else do we know about Brittany?
Her parents are
She knows
unbelievably
she
nice.
knows what yes, they are. They are very nice. Her mom makes awesome brownies.
Yep.
She brought us brownies. Her mom was very
Yeah,
sweet. Her dad was kind of sketchy.
So wait a second. So
He said a little bit too much time about the bad dragon booth.
I want to tell this story. So, and we mentioned it. Like we secretly invited Brittany's parents to Exotica Portland from her in her hometown, and so they came rolling in, and we had gotten them in, and they were in the staff office. Like Brittany had no idea that they were there, and got to meet them, and they were awesome. It's also crazy because like Brittany is like a spitting image of her parents. Like, I mean, they look exactly alike. All of her brothers and sisters look alike. Like, there's like some serious genes in that family. But anyways, surprised Brittany. She was like, totally floored by it. And we're like, her parents were like, okay, great. Nice to meet you. We'll see you later. And they like go to leave. And we're like, wait a second. You haven't even gone into the show. Like, you're just came by the staff office to say hi. So we gave them badges, like Dan said, not the face down, ass up badges. And, kind of expecting that they'd go rolling through the show for a few minutes and, see it and roll out. Like 4 hours later, they're still there. And
with shopping bags.
With shopping bags.
With shopping bags.
So I don't know what changed from them trying to dip out of the staff office like pretty quickly, but apparently.
Did your mom get a lollycock?
I
What
cannot
was in
confirm
that
nor
bag?
deny.
No, I think she got one. She said, "Look what I got." She held it up.
Just one?
I'm not gonna oust my mom.
Okay.
They had a good time. They were really impressed. And what? Still to this day, every time I talk to them on the phone, they ask about you guys and how you're doing. It's really cute.
Tell them that we interviewed you again and we're considering keeping you on board.
Thank you, because I'm
Fingers crossed.
jobless right now, just like everyone else.
We can tell you've been on Exotica TV quite a bit.
Way too much.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I actually am. I really, I'm staying pretty busy. I took up cross stitching, reading a lot, doing a lot of yoga and Pilates, and
Collecting
a lot of sex.
Is that where you work out like crazy, cross stitch?
Yeah.
Okay, thought so.
All right, Dan. So we've come to the point in the interview where we need to start making some hard decisions.
Uh-oh.
He said
So
that.
how did I do? How did I do?
I don't know. We haven't. So, what are you drinking? Water?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Okay.
Pure water
Okay.
Pure water.
this time.
Not champagne.
It was tequila last time.
I see a bottle of Grey Goose behind her.
What is the most amount of money you've ever spent in a strip club? In one
God.
shot.
It's embarrassing. It
why I
was
asked it.
at Sapphire in Las Vegas, and I want to say it was roughly somewhere. Well, it was Chris and I and another friend of ours, and I want to say it was around $8,000.
What?
Yeah, but she was drop dead gorgeous. We for sure thought she was gonna come back to our hotel room with us. Like,
She liked me. She really liked me.
she really liked me.
Hey, Jay, mental note, whatever position we bring Brittany back for, she does not handle money.
No, definitely not.
That
That was like, it was a good lesson, because now when I go to strip clubs, like, that was like baby Brittany that didn't understand the industry, and now I really, I've worked in it for a while, so I know.
You know what
realize they don't like you and they just want your money.
Exactly.
You know what I like to say? I respect you too much to tip you. It doesn't.
I just ignore them.
It doesn't work. So yeah,
doesn't work.
I play the strong silent type and just type and just look the other way.
You never come. You gotta come.
I honestly I do hate strip clubs. I really do. No, I just hate strip clubs. And Jay's not much younger than me. Jay's old also.
Kathy told him he's not allowed.
No, that's definitely not true.
Kathy was the dancer? Would you go?
Yes, and she gets.
Would you tip her?
She gets drunk and she's like, "Let's go to Lace," and I'm like, and it's just never a good idea. Those things just don't end well. And Jay, you got a lot of great napkins.
Have you ever ended up on a pole? Is that what you mean by it doesn't end well?
No.
Dude, Kathy gets a couple drinks in her. She's not far off of it.
Yeah, no, Kathy's crazy when she drinks. She's awesome. She's a lot of fun.
Way more fun. Like same with my significant other. Much more fun when she drinks.
Especially when she's wearing green jeans, Grace.
And dancing on tables.
And dancing on tables with his mom.
Brittany, I'm gonna also put up another little comment. So you've been hosting a lot of EXXXOTICA.tv things over the last couple of weeks and month or so. Last night I saw the best comment on our feed I've ever seen. It said, "Brittany, I'd drink your bathwater."
And that was from who was that comment from?
It was from Rob on
at Box Office Rob.
Hi, Rob.
And then he also wanted to know, anyone know who Brittany is? This guy actually fixated on you last night. It was pretty entertaining to watch.
I am shocked that out of that whole entire video, I was the thing that he fixated on, because
that video was like crazy. I actually watched it last night on the big screen. I airplayed it over to my TV.
You need it to fit Roxy in the entire thing. Like
it was. My son comes downstairs. I hit the remote, shut it off. I'm like, "What are you watching, Dad?" Oh, nothing.
EXXXOTICA.tv, son.
Your future mother.
My favorite part is when she puts her shoes on and she stands up and she's like not even in the frame anymore because she's so tall.
And so people have to realize,
like my height when she puts on her heels.
Those two girls from last night's episode. Well, I guess it probably won't be last night by the time this airs. The Roxy and Ashley episode. Those are like your rollies. So as you're like rolling through spots, like again, Brittany's rolling deep with like, I feel like she just kind of cherry picks like.
I still say Ashley's part Asian, by the way. She's got some Asian in there somewhere.
Maybe. And she's from somewhere. She's from the East Coast somewhere strange, like West Virginia. I forget where. But yeah, they're both OGs. And like when I get a good one, like I want to hold on to that one as long and as
pet it and I rub it.
I pet it and I cuddle with it.
And I won't even
no, because good talent in our industry is hard to come by. So.
And Chris does the heavy lifting of having to deal with
Notice now
stuff.
It's our industry. When we wanted to do something, it's her industry, but now it's our industry. Yeah.
Stop bringing us into your mess, Brittany. Actually, I take that back.
You're the reason of my mess.
If Roxy and Ashley are there, I want an invite.
What's your favorite Exotica story that involves us?
My
There's
favorite
so
one
few.
I can't tell. I can't relay it.
My mind is kind of racing as to like how many options there are that could not be told at this point.
Well, that's with you, not with me.
That's because you went home and went to bed.
I dip out.
He's a dipper.
I'm a dipper.
I definitely think like the first year in Miami, I think. And then of course Columbus. I mean, that was like, I know we talk about it and it was such
Glad you had fucking fun.
Because it was so horrible. But it was like, I don't know, it was a different side of the show that I had never
lunch for 3 hours.
I
remember radioing like, "Hey, where are you guys?" And they're like, "No, they skipped out. They're gone."
Yeah. No, it very rarely can you put a price tag on a friendship, but I can. Ours was like $200,000. Because
worth every penny.
That's about what it cost to have the fun there. No,
it was fun. Other than the lack of crowds and the losing money hand over fist, it was great.
We definitely had. It was it Sunday night was like our bonding night. We
At the arcade.
well, we had gone out to the arcade. It was either Saturday, Sunday night.
That was Sunday night.
And so we went out to the arcade, which was
Drank
awesome.
Hulk Hogan's.
Yep, and drank a bunch of Hulk Hogan's and got wasted. And then we came back and we ended up kicking it in somebody's room for like forever. I mean, literally, like, you know, the sun started coming up, and we literally, like, it was the weirdest time because we had just gotten our ass handed to us with Columbus, Ohio. Like, just absolutely.
With an iron fist.
It's like sideways. I mean, it was like, it was ugly.
Too.
And then, but at the same time, that evening was really the time where, like, Brittany and Chris and the crew kind of like came together. We had an amazing night, laughed all night long, probably, you know, smoked way too much weed. An interviewer should not be talking about this, by the way. And you know, by the end, it was kind of like, in a weird way, through, you know,
Do as we say, not as we do.
shitty circumstances come, you know, these little flower petals. Oh,
Yamas. Yamas.
Yamas. I should have told that story. Oh, I
That story was
can't.
fun. I'll tell that story. Can I tell that
Okay.
story?
We don't need to tell that story.
I think you were
So-
the only sober one, so yeah.
I was designated driver. No, I was high, but so I was high and not drunk, so I got to drive.
That's a good thing to say.
It was okay. I was in a good condition, better condition than any of you people.
That
But
doesn't
anyway,
make it
we're
any
driving.
better.
We leave the hotel in Portland, and we're going down this road.
No, not
and-
Portland, Miami.
It's Miami.
Was it
Yamas
Miami?
is not in Miami. Yeah.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
It was Portland.
No.
It was definitely Miami because it's
Yeah,
like
he
we were.
he was the sober one.
Oh,
Good story.
well, I remember. No, but no, dude.
No.
Here,
You're wrong.
follow this. I remember going over this like little road, and
No.
there was a freaking major accident right there.
That happened in Portland, and that had nothing
Okay,
to do with Yamas.
that was it. That was the night.
No, it wasn't.
I thought that was Miami, and the car was
It
like.
wasn't. It wasn't my. How many places in Portland do you know have Spanish named or like places?
Portland's got a Spanish area.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right, well,
We
it was
weren't in
someplace.
it though.
Was it Chicago? We were in a city that none of us really.
Miami.
No, we
Yeah.
were in Miami, dude. We've been saying it all along.
It was
You know what,
Miami?
Brittany? You ever thought about being a director of operations? Because
it
we
was
might have
Miami.
a
You
position.
could have the
open.
job. You could totally do the job, or I'll just change my title to something else.
Yeah.
The
Director
Czar of all Russias, director of fucking shit, director of nothing,
I like that title.
director
What
of
was,
nothing.
what was the tag you
Everybody's
put
a
up
director.
with Alexis?
So anyway, we're driving. Jay decides to light up a freaking giant ass blunt.
This is a different
Or-
Jay, not this one. I don't know. What
Not
you're
this
talking
Jay. The Jay not wearing the tuxedo shirt. Not looking like a ridiculous fucker right now. Decides to light this up. As we're going through this massive accident with cops everywhere, you can smell the weed coming out of the fucking place. I still say it was freaking Portland, but anyway. We go through, and Jay's there, and like all these signs are in Spanish, and it was a CVS. He's there. What's a CVS in Yamas? What are you talking about? And it was CVS EMAS and more.
Still doesn't seem like a bad question.
You know
to
what?
me.
It was Miami. It was Miami, and I remember because our Latino, our Cuban event director over at the convention center there
Oh,
couldn't
man.
believe the stupidity of it when we told him the story.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I almost wore my Yamas shirt today.
Yeah. I
One of these
appreciate
episodes, I'll whip it out.
I guess it was more funny to us, really.
it. Yeah. Yeah. You think? I want the last
I'm
5
like
minutes of my
pissed,
life
by
back.
the way. I know.
So
I'm
does
pissed.
anybody else watching
I
this.
can't find my tuxedo shirt from Sammy's wedding. I can't find my. I know where my Yama shirt is. I can't find my. Have you seen this guy for Adrian? That one I left in Denver for sure.
Have you guys ever explained to the viewers who Adrian is?
No, fuck
Brittany,
that guy.
this is our interview. Sit back and you'll be answering the questions. I don't never heard of him.
Fuck that guy.
Control issues?
No,
What?
we-
I'm sorry, no, not me.
We love Adrian.
We love Adrian. We'd love to have him back.
We
Like
would.
have him back on the show. I don't think he's ever coming back to deal with us on a daily basis.
You should. If you bring anyone back, it should be him.
Oh,
to
trust
work?
me. If we were to bring anybody back, that's who it would be. The other ones that we've had go away are rightfully.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure, Jay? You don't want to bring that one back?
What's
Took
that?
you long enough to fucking fire him.
Dude, listen, I don't want to hear it.
All
I don't
right,
like
well,
firing people. I would have called. I think I might have almost called Brittany in on it.
I was chomping at the bit to fucking do it.
All right.
Please,
Anyways,
please.
listen.
Anyway,
we're
Brittany,
on to.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
She
We already
said
asked
this.
that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you?
No, I think you guys know already. I've learned over the years, the more information I give about you guys and my life, the more you use it against me.
Amen, sister.
You're probably right about that.
She's 100% right. All right. Listen, Dan. What do you say? Do we keep her on? Do we?
I think so. I think she's one that we do keep.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote for yes too. We should have little placards.
And you get a bonus
I'm so
if you get rid
worried.
of. And you get a bonus if you come up with a vaccine.
Yep. If you
Dude, there's something behind you.
if you come up with a vaccine, then we'll.
Who's that? I think the ring is behind you.
I have people like
They
sliding
realize-
under me. Do you see this? This is what I work with. This is what working from home is. They're going out to see the planes fly over, and they're 20 minutes early. So, anyways, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw no planes. The Blue Angels were supposed to fly over our house today. Didn't even hear them.
They're coming. I'm going to go out there right now.
So is Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny.
All right. Well, listen, Brittany, we are unbelievably happy to have you on the team. We've decided to renew your contract for at least another 3 to 7 days. We'll see how the rest of Exotica TV goes, and maybe we should put up a poll on whether or not we should keep Brittany on the team.
Oh, great! Yes. That's gonna
we'll
go
leave
great.
It up. We'll leave it up to Twitter. That usually, you know what, all of our Twitter
Well,
following.
we should run it after we air the episode.
There you go. I like this. Hired
so, is there
or
anything?
fired?
Is there anything you want to say to those people that are about to decide your fate?
Oh God. Name your price. I'll pay bribes. I don't know.
You're asking people that go to an adult convention to name their price for you to stay on their thing wearing that shirt.
Bad decision.
I mean, come on. Is it that hard to decide? Is it?
See, there you
Is
go.
it?
Hashtag me too.
Hashtag.
All right. Well, this has been fun.
Not really, but
No, I appreciate Brittany coming on here fully unaware of what could possibly go on.
I can't believe I got ready for this.
You know, what can I say? All right, Dan. So I think that we at least have one employee left.
Well, depending on what the Exotica Nation decides.
Yeah, that Twitter.
We need to hear from you
Vote
people.
for me.
All right.
Vote for me.
Would you like people to apply to be your minions?
Ooh, yeah.
Do you need
yes.
any more minions?
Yes,
The more the
many
merrier.
more minions.
So if you want to be
more the
one of
merrier.
Brittany's minions, hit us up.
If you
Info
like
at
being gagged
EXXOTICA.tv.
and choked
Brittany,
and whipped.
go ahead and give us your OnlyFans page.
Did you start one yet?
EXXXOTICA.tv, EXXXOTICA.tv at OnlyFans.
Actually, Exotica is now on OnlyFans. So look at
There you
that.
go.
All right. All right. Well,
All right.
Brittany, thank you very much. Dan, we're going to have to compare notes on this and, make sure that we make all the right decisions here like we always do. Until then, hopefully
Except for Columbus.
Except for bad decisions. Maybe some LA
Columbus.
thrown in there. Thank you, Brittany. You're the best. You
are, Brittany. We love you. We really do, Brittany.
Aw, I love you guys too.
All right,
You are
Dan.
the wind beneath
I miss
our wings.
y'all.
Sign us off here. I always do the thank you. So this time it's your turn.
So thank you, people. Stay safe. Stay sexy. Later.